Good evening, everyone. Hello. This is the Bookwalker, Thief of Tales for the PC. This is going to be part 3 of our blind playthrough of this. Alright. Continue. Right from where we finished yesterday. Yeah. Hold on. Did I publish on Discord? Yes, I did. Alright. Excellent. Ah, there's Monica. Excellent. Just on time. Hi there. I am good, thank you. Hope you are too. Not too tired. It is late after all. Okay, let's enter the phone. And then we'll look around the apartment and the apartment building as well. Hello, leave me alone already. Hi, I heard you were having some problems with the client. Oh, it's you, Vince. Nah, nothing too bad. I can try and talk to him again if you want. I don't know, I feel like this work just isn't right for me. Hey, what are you saying? You have to do this and get your shackles removed. Your fans need you. Kinda tired, but mostly awake. Okay. Oh, that's good, I guess. I know, I'm just not sure this is the right path. It's bringing me nothing but suffering, and I'm not the only one suffering because of it. Just have to put up with this a little longer. 3 more orders, and you're done. Yeah. Hold on, did I ever tell you how many orders I had left? Yes, of course, did you forget? Alright. Okay, I'll call him right now. Maybe he'll change his mind. Alright. And then he's gonna... It's gonna ring again, isn't it? Yeah. I just finished the project for art class. Need to write a report now, though. Okay. Well, you have all weekend to do that, no? What did you do for art class? Hello? Fine. I want to give you one more chance. You? I'm ready. Of course you're ready, you absolute moron. You're always ready. You failed me before, and it's most unlike me to give you another chance. I still haven't gotten over your mishap with the wand. But I think we can come to a compromise. It's not an easy job, and several of my guys ran into trouble there. I had to pull them out. They are not expandable, but you'd be perfect for this job. Because you are, I guess. That's what he meant. Judging by what you do in your spare time, you don't have much of a choice, so get going, the order is at your door. What, they're watching me? Just try not to die. How do you know what I do in my spare time? Hangs up. Fine. Well, we're not in a hurry, are we? Let's look around. Thanks for joining me, friend. It's a shame you didn't even touch your drink. He's been offering beers to a portrait. Okay. Ah, I get to choose another upgrade. Drain. Increased damage. Or drain more ink. I don't know, draining more ink doesn't sound too bad. You wanna see my Picasso version of the girl with the pearl earring? Yeah, sure, why not? We have to choose a realistic art piece and then make it into another artist's unrealistic style. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, drain more ink. That's enough for today. I'll try again another day. It's too early to go to bed. I have work to do. Yeah, I don't think the portraits themselves change. I don't think that's the case. close the door because otherwise I'm stuck. Carl Martin is selling his share in the independent publishing agency Harmony and investing in a large share of Morok publishing agency. Initial information states that Mr. Martin is entertaining the possibility of joining a more major and stable player with successful and high potential projects. It was reported that the entrepreneur met with the Morok board of directors today. I can see that you sent something. I look at it on my phone. This took me really long since I kept having to stop and laugh. Hey, it's not bad. I mean, you can definitely tell whose style it is and what it was supposed to be originally, I would say. Because Jack jumped onto the table and got paint on his paws and then ran around the house. Well, that's cool. I like it. Hang on, I'm take a bit of my drink. Because what I had to eat earlier is made me really thirsty. Bar tap from Alt Bliver Fint. Red wine bottle ×4. Why is it in pounds? Is that supposed to be in the UK? Cheese plate, broken wine glass, broken porcelain plate, broken decorative vase, broken bar stool, broken 2-person table, moral damages. Damn. Not the kind of bill you want to receive, huh? Okay, yeah, I'm stuck until I bring this inside.
It's easier to get a new one.
Room. Black River Drifters. A strange note. The contractor agrees to infiltrate Black River Drifters by Elena von Bilro and extract an item, the sword Excalibur. The client agrees to pay the negotiated sum upon fulfillment of the contract. And I guess that's her. I can't examine the thing. An excerpt from a review. However, drawing parallels between dogmatic faith and programmed AI commands is certainly an interesting exercise, especially for a subject that's already been done to death. Sands Magazine gives it 3 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I definitely can, Monica. I think that's well done. Assignment fulfilled. No? This is not the time to take a shower. Shower? Yeah, I guess it is. It is also a shower, huh? I can't say I'm a huge fan of that type of tap for a bathtub, though. See how long it extends? It extends over the thing. Usually, it's a small tap. It doesn't feel adequate for that sort of use, I would say. Because now the guy is standing right under the shower, and that thing is in the way. It doesn't make any sense from a design standpoint. Oh, I hadn't paid attention to this painting. This is the painting that was elsewhere in the apartment before. It's here now. It's moved. You can see a little bit better what's on it. It's German on this one. The bathroom is so tiny, and honestly, the heater, and tap is just in the way. Yeah, true, actually. I didn't remark on it, but the boiler also is right on top of the bathtub. It's really not very well made. Closed. More renovations, or they're just trying to keep me out because I've been stealing food. The clothes hangers that were here are gone now. Book and news. Yeah, this is Dutch once again. This one. Hello, sorry, but I just remembered that I forgot to give you back your key, and I know we had an agreement, but I just had so much going on. Footsteps, silence. Oh, I hear you again. Silence. A foot tapping against the floor. It's my fault. I promised to bring back the key a really long time ago, and I only came by today, and it's also kind of broken. Discontented grumbling. Tell the truth? The place where I work. If I bring outside objects in there, it's hard to bring them back again after. They sort of change, and when I come back here, they dissolve. I knew he was a no good drug addict. Do you hear me, child? I told you that Ryder is a drug addict. Can't wait to move away from here. Retreating footsteps. They have cats. More than one, I would say. At least two. Someone's taking a shower in this one, I think. This guy is really tall. I think I remarked on it before, but he's almost as tall as the door. And doors are typically at least 2 meters high. Or tall, I guess I should say. Oh. Oh! It's open. Secrets beneath. Access the abandoned apartment on the first floor. The bathroom is boarded up. Why? A blank book. My neighbor tried to start writing it. What's that? What does it say on there? Okay, Monica. Master 12 pieces. I don't know what that is. Bed. So that's what happens to writers once they work off their sentence. Okay. That's all there is to this place? Isn't it strange that he doesn't have a bathroom? But no, it's here. It's boarded up. It's yeah. I don't know. The shape of this room is a little bit weird. Almost like there's a section you can get to behind that wall. That's it? There's nothing else in here? There's really not much to see. Okay, fine. Well, I think I've seen everything if I can't go to the bathroom. Kitchen, sorry. Closed. More renovations. The phone. Well, I think I've already had a look at everything. How am I gonna... okay. I was gonna say... yeah, the sword needs a very large compartment. Okay. Elevator, lower deck. Ouch! Landing on a metal floor isn't all that great, I'm guessing. Oh, hi, Jack. I'm Roderick. Right, it's just been so long. It's been a week, hasn't it? Like usual. Well, there was a little setback with a client. Is that booze I smell? No, I, just haven't washed this jacket in a while. Did you have problems because of the wand? Yeah, kind of. We're back in business now. Today we'll be looking for Excalibur. Sword? I sure we're in the right book if we're looking for a medieval sword. We'll find out once we take a look around. Intruder alert. Identify yourself, or you will be punished by the might of the Seekers of the Worthy. Well, there was that PlayStation 1 game with the futuristic setting where the daughter of Merlin is looking for the sword Excalibur. It's sort of the same setting, I guess. It was a very bad game, though. It was a big pile of turds. Look around, put your hands up, say your name. He said I had to identify myself, otherwise I'd be punished. I guess as long as I identify myself, I won't be punished, right? I'll say my name. The voice is coming from a strange face on the wall. Yeah, that peeks out from the cables like a spider in its web. Etienne, I shall hear the will of the worthy and decide your fate. Have patience. The hell is going on? The short version is this is a pilgrim ship, and they are very serious and strict, so cut it out with the jokes. I'm not making jokes. Shh. So where's Excalibur, and what's this worthy have to do with anything? What do you think the worthy is worthy of? Worthy of Excalibur? The worthy is the one who can pull the sword from the stone. They're flying around the universe on this ship looking for that person. It's kind of like Arthur then. They're looking for Arthur, worthy of taking out the sword in the stone. I remember there was an old legend or tale. I think the new author was also working with the walkers to get the sword. And now it's our turn. The worthy has spoken to me. Finally, tell me, Etienne, are you prepared to join us pilgrims sailing this black river in search of the worthy and give your life in the pursuit of your goal? Yes! I, the navigator, greet you, acolyte Etienne. Welcome to our temple and home. Now get to work, as our ship requires constant inspection. Sounds good? As long as I am not killed, murdered. You see two sliding doors with a control panel to the right of them. This looks like the elevator that connects the different ship decks. Want to go up? Push the call button on the elevator panel. The panel beeps indignantly. Acolyte Etienne, step away from the ascension shaft. You must prove your faith through labor on this deck. Damn, guess we're stuck here at the bottom. Bottom of the ladder, baby. Can I see Excalibur? You cannot even discuss the sacred sword on the lower level of the ship. It is the most unholy part of our vessel, so how do I get up higher? It's simple, you will ascend once you prove you are worthy of it. Ask something else. Where's the ship headed? We are exploring the vast reaches of the Black River in search of the worthy. Do you have any clues about where they might be? The sacred sword will lead us to them. When we find the worthy, they will draw the sacred sword from the stone and guide our people to a brighter future. So the worthy could be anyone, even me. Let me try and pull the sword out. I know I'm the worthy you're looking for. First, you must prove you are worthy of attempting to prove that you are worthy. Scratching heads. Study truth, inspect the machinery, and help your brothers. That will guide you to gradual understanding of the truth that will unlock the path to the sword. No shortcuts for you. Well, that's disappointing. To cooling system. To cells. Cables. The cables disappear up into the darkness. I don't know. Let's check the cells first. Hallway. Repair module. Some kind of device. Push the button. Message appears on the screen. Brother, place the broken object in the slot and it will be restored to its former appearance. Push the synthesis button. An object creation menu appears on the screen. Synthesize objects. It's the bench. Oh wait, what? It's not the usual items. Space what? Multi-tool, okay. It's very tiny. Even on a big TV such as this. I need 5 bars of silver to craft one. Door is labeled Cell D. There is a slot for an access card next to it. You need the appropriate card to open it. Okay. Hang on, what's that sound? What sound? Watch out! Damn. Acolyte Samza, begin repairs immediately in the name of the worthy. Oh, elder brother, I cannot. What is your reason, Acolyte Samza? I need help. You still have your limbs. That means you are able to do the repairs. I cannot stand. Is something pinning you down, Acolyte Samza? Must have internal injuries. My ribs. I understand. You have lost faith in the worthy. May you not fear the disillusioned on your path. Remove them from your brotherhood. Damn. No, I cannot. My ribs. Hold on, let me do it. Don't get involved. Help the wounded acolyte. 2 steps bring you close to the wounded man. The acolyte's eyes are full of an animalistic fear as he stares at a spot near the ceiling. Get his suit off. We need to assess his injuries quickly. A bright red beam shoots out of nowhere, leaving a glowing glare on your retinas. When you manage to blink it away, you see Acolyte Samza's unmoving body as a clean hole burned through the back of his head. What the hell? Acolyte Etienne, begin repairs immediately in the name of the worthy. May the worthy gaze upon you and guide your hand as their own. You look at the panel by the ceiling that the beam came down from, and your hands instinctively reach for the back of your head. Yeah, we should probably hurry with those repairs. Ah, 2 silver bars. You look at the glow inside the engine through a dense wave of heat. It's molten metal. You should hurry before the core melts. So what's the problem? I don't know, the author was very vague in his description of the engine. Look inside. Use your hands. You lean forward and look into the engine's dark opening. Rubber hoses, metal pipes, pistons, and belts. Surprisingly, it all seems to be in good shape. Everything inside looks intact. So why is it heating up so much? Use your hands. I could not back out, so... You reach for the closest moving part of the engine. As soon as your hand touches the metal, you pull your fingers back sharply and step away. Damn, that's hot. Maybe it's supposed to be molten hot. It's a spaceship engine, right? Yeah, and that alarm is normal too. And these lights are flashing just for the fun of it. Acolyte Etienne, was it your hand that caused the engine temperature to increase? No, in the name of the worthy. It seems that the cooling system is out of order. Follow the lower hallway to the cooling center. Trying to determine the problem. It will be done. Dead engineer. Poor guy. You examine the body, trying to avoid looking at the head wound. You don't notice anything of interest. There's something in his hand, huh? You unclench the dead man's hand and see an electronic access card. Unfortunately, the explosion damaged it too. You take the still warm, partially melted access card. But we have a machine that is supposed to let you fix items, no? Put the burnt access card in the side. Compartment opens and you see the completely restored access card within. Access card for slot A. We'll go there when we have the time. See a screen with incomprehensible symbols on it. Underneath is a compartment for broken objects. Access granted. Yeah, I'd really like to stream that PS1 game I bought a little while back, actually. That this scenario kind of reminds me of it. Cryo capsule. A woman is lying in this tightly closed capsule, eyes closed and lips rapidly and soundlessly moving as she recites something. Knock on the capsule. Examine the woman. Examine the capsule. Examine the capsule. Capsule is full of electronic equipment and tubes leading from the woman to a glass vessel that is slowly filling up with a glowing liquid. Examine the vessel of liquid. This is what we're looking for. They call it faith. Is it coming out of her? Don't think about it. The vessel is almost full. You can take it. What will happen to her? You glance at the woman behind the glass screen, who continues her silent recitation. She'll be okay. You slowly pull the glass vessel of liquid out of the machine. The woman in the capsule pauses for a second. A new empty flask appears where the old one just was. The woman returns to her original state. Faith starts gradually filling the new vessels, but it happens very slowly. Knock, knock. The woman doesn't react at all. Examine the woman. She looks absolutely exhausted, which makes it hard to guess her age. She could be 40 or 18. Damn. Her outfit is an odd blend of medieval style and futuristic materials. Her hands are folded across her chest, and she's holding something, but you can't see what it is. Some sort of amulet that looks like it could be a cross or a sword. I guess it would be a sword, no? If they are the Order of the Worthy. Hey, I'm stuck. Hey, no, I'm stuck. Hey! Ah, never mind. I couldn't get out. Silver bar. Now I'm still missing one. Monica is gone and she hasn't come back. Cooling system. Hot steam is escaping from the broken pipe. Examine the equipment. The pipe is broken and the water is turned on. What do we do? Close the water valve. Disconnect the broken pipe. Leave it how it is. Straining. It's shut. The pipe is broken and the water valve is shut. What do we do? Open the water valve. The water is flowing. Pipe is broken and the water is turned on. What do we do? Disconnect the broken pipe. Nah, close the water valve first, I guess. Disconnect the broken pipe. You'll have to replace it with a new one. Or we can repair the broken one. Just like we did for the card, no? Yeah, there we go. Wow, it even recreated rust on it. I guess that's how it looked before the explosion. So it may explode again then. If that was the point of failure. Welcome back, Monica. Great, pipe fits perfectly. Is that everything? Not quite. Check the equipment again. Maybe we're missing something. Open the water valve. It worked! Let's go take another look at the engine now. Yay! It's working! And I have enough silver bars now. Your phone died! Ah. Okay. Are you already experiencing Battery problems? Your phone is not that old, is it? What was it, an iPhone 13? Or something like that? I can't recall. But you got it not that long ago, didn't you? A message appears on the screen. Brother placed the broken object, blah 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 blah. Okay, there we go. I got something. Deconstruction. Dismantle objects for a total of 1000 ink. Now I'm frantically waiting for it to turn on again so I can transfer money to my mom. Okay. I haven't charged it all day. Must be using it a lot then if it can't last a day on the charge. The cooling system is steadily pumping the ice mixture through the pipes. The engine isn't radiating heat like before. You can even touch the outer panels with your bare hands. We fixed the cooling system, but it looks like that wasn't enough. Maybe there's some kind of button we need to push. Find the button called the navigator. In the name of the worthy, I ask you to start the engine. It is not to me you should direct your prayers, Acolyte Etienne. But to the worthy, I am just their servant. Worthy, we need you, the engine. Worthy, I pray, start the engine. You use it on the train and during breaks? You clearly have not managed to learn the holy litanies yet, so I will help you, newcomer. Repeat after me. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate this mechanism. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate this mechanism. Something inside the engine starts rumbling discontentedly, gaining momentum. Suddenly, a shrill noise fills the room. Acolyte Etienne, you do not have enough faith. Oh, come on! My faith is stronger than ever. I believe in the worthy with my whole heart, my whole soul, with every cell of my body. I believe. Suddenly, a compartment opens on the side of the engine with a soft hiss. In a cloud of white steam, an empty compartment designed to hold a cylindrical flask appears. I asked for that flask of faith from before. Speak of something else. Place a full vessel of faith in the compartment so that our temple may continue its journey. You take the flask of faith you got from the cryo chamber out of your pocket. Using Bluetooth a lot uses a lot of power too. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's right. I'm tempted to get wired USB-C headphones myself, because when I want to play a game on my phone with my AirPods on, there's a delay in the sound, and I don't like it. There's like a full second of delay, so the sound effects always come a little late, and it's really frustrating. You have wireless headphones? Ah, yeah. Take the flask of faith you got from the cryo chamber out of your pocket. Is this enough? Indeed it is, Acolyte. Let's insert it. Try to remember the prayer yourself. You remember how it went? Something about flame and mechanism. Oh, and don't forget the worthy. Let me just find that part. By the will of the worthy, I pray for the flame to obey my will and activate this mechanism. To obey my will and activate this activism. A roar starts building inside the engine, then suddenly bursts out. The pistons start moving. A steady hum fills the engine room. May the worthy bless you, Acolyte Etienne. The engine is working correctly again. Your work here is done. It is time for you to ascend. You start looking around nervously, bowing your head slightly. Ascension is the right to climb higher to the middle level of the ship. Ah, of course. You may use the elevator to ascend. And the sword, Excalibur, the location of the sacred sword will be made known only to those who have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge. The navigator's voice is always cold and mechanical, but he says that this phrase in an even colder voice. Well, let's go to the elevator then. Yeah, meanwhile, that poor engineer is, dead. You are dead. You are dead. Dead as a dodo. Do you wish to ascend to the middle level, brother? Yes, I do. Oh, am I a brother now? Not an acolyte? Welcome to Earth, brother. Earth? You look around. Call the lower decks Hell, the middle deck Earth, and the upper decks... Upper? We call them Heaven. I see you will need to devote some time to studying our scriptures. There's a library on this floor for that exact purpose. Okay, and is Excalibur there on the top floor? Every acolyte who ascends from Hell must first serve 5 human years on Earth before they will be permitted to touch the sword. What? Only after 5 years have passed can an acolyte grasp the highest sacred truth. And then the worthy will permit them to ascend to heaven and touch the sword. Begin your service. Your 5-year countdown has begun. So what am I supposed to do? How should I serve? Study truth. Inspect the machinery and help your brothers. Only routine will guide you to gradual understanding of the truth. You should look around and figure out a better plan than mopping floors for 5 years. No shit. Fire extinguisher. A library. Ship's navigator greets you, Acolyte. I really want to see Excalibur. You have not yet earned that right, Acolyte. Has anyone ever earned it? Acolyte Rymar proved his faith in the worthy and rose to heaven, but unfortunately is no longer with us. Great. Cabins. Access card B. Yes, I want to go down. Eh? I have card B, unknown error, access denied. Why? There's an emblem on the back that shows a sword stuck through a circle. Well, that's it. Yeah, that should be the right card. But I don't have card C. And I can't use the repair module, so... Well, there's the same symbol on the elevator. Burning cryo capsule. Device connected to the prayer chamber is on fire. You won't be able to get the vessel of faith. Use the fire extinguisher. Man inside shows no signs of life, just like the equipment surrounding the capsule. The flask of faith was filled up before the fire and is almost unscathed. You take it from the compartment. It really is a miracle that it's intact. Yeah, the same can be said about the person, though. You try not to look into the capsule. The chamber is empty. What about this one? It's a what? Hot cryo capsule? The youngest crew member you've seen so far is writhing in pain inside the chamber. The panel showing his vitals is blinking red, as is the panel showing the temperature inside the capsule. Looks like the chamber overheated. We should cool it down so that guy doesn't die. Use ice to cool the chamber down. Examine the sensors. On the side panel, you notice that the thermometer is set automatically. It says controlled by the navigator. I guess the navigator has problems understanding what room temperature is. Hey, could you lower this guy's temperature a little? He's about to burn alive. Silence. My data shows that the capsule is currently at optimal temperature. I see. I'm not gonna say what I think. An elderly woman, she's dead. The flask that usually holds faith is empty. There's an old man inside the capsule. His whole body is shaking and his hands are grasping the chest of his suit as though he's trying to rip it apart. There's a phrase flashing on the panel. Heart failure. Stabilizer injection required. I don't want to just take their flask of faith. A dead man lies motionless in the capsule. The flask of faith next to the capsule is completely empty. Looks like the crew started to lose faith in their mission. After so many years of fruitless wandering, I'm not surprised. Seeing them in their capsule like that, almost hibernating, reminds me strangely of Planet of the Apes. I don't know why. Wait a second, look what he's holding. You open the capsule and as steam escapes, you can see that the dead man's hands are grasping a tape reel. You should listen and see what's on there. Middle-aged man, the flask that usually holds faith is empty. No faith at all, huh? Thought they only needed it on the lower level. Faith is what moves our ship forward. Without it, the search for the worthy would be impossible. It is needed on each deck of the ship as well as in each stage of our lives. Alright, I get it. Do I need to? To open the doors, yeah, I suppose. You must say a prayer. Speak your request to the worthy. Just want to activate this device to examine the strange cluster of electronics sticking out of the floor. Your desire, Acolyte, has no higher meaning. All that we mortals can do is send our requests and prayers to the worthy. If they hear them and answer, we can receive what we desire. Okay, worthy, I pray to you. Turn this on. You poke a finger at the device in front of you. Icy steam sprays you from an opening in the floor. Ow! Enclose your request in the correct prayer. Only then will the worthy hear it. Do you know anything about this? There's a bunch of different prayers here. I saw some on the wall, so we should go find the right one and open this device. Okay. You must say a prayer. Okay. There's stuff I need to do first, huh? A prayer is carved into the wall in Gothic script. May strength fill the part of my body that you require most of all, O worthy. That sounds dirty somehow. Okay, that should be easy to remember. I'll write it down. I'll call it the spirit prayer. You put the note in your pocket. The worthy has heard your prayer. I will give you their answer soon. So the worthy only talks to you. Why can't I hear the answer straight from them? You ask the wrong questions, Acolyte. You must ask why you are not yet worthy of a direct conversation with the worthy. Worthy of the worthy. Does the author know what a tautology is? In any case, I specifically was created in the supposed image of the worthy, and therefore I receive signals from them. This one was interesting. Why, you mean the chapter overall, or what just happened? You were created? I thought you were human. The worthy has declared their will. You may activate the device. Indicators and messages start to light up. Thank you, O worthy. You rub your hands together. Warning, insufficient energy, limited functionality available. Unlock the armory, the kitchen, the infirmary. I need ice. Where will I find ice? In the kitchen? This chapter? The kitchen compartment is receiving the required amount of energy. Access granted. Great. Ah, there's ice. See a huge metal door, frozen shut at floor level. It looks like a freezer. Try to open the door. You pull on the cold handle with all your strength. No results. It's not going to work. Maybe there's a knife somewhere in the kitchen. A knife? Are you joking? You need a sledgehammer and a chisel to break this ice. Or an ice pick. Sure, there must be an ice pick around here, right? For all that space ice climbing they do. Doesn't have to be an actual ice pick, but there must be some kind of similar tool here. I don't see anything in the text. Maybe you should ask your neighbor. I think my neighbors all hate me now, but I'll try. Well, even though I wasn't able to get inside the kitchen and stuff, I should still try to check everything outside, no? Yeah, I can even go in the kitchen now. Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Hello? Slow tramping footsteps. Who's there? It's Etienne. Who? Etienne, your neighbor! I see. I'm looking for a pickaxe. Do you happen to have one? A pickaxe? What the hell is going on in your apartment? I got this new mining job. Renovations. Yeah, renovations. More renovations? And where's my sledgehammer anyway? And my shovel? They're fine. I'm knocking down the wall and your sledgehammer got stuck in it. I borrowed your shovel to dig it out, but the shovel got stuck too. I think a pickaxe is just what I need to fix this. What an idiot. Let me go look. This dialogue I loved. Here, just remember to bring it back. Thank you. What's he doing with all these tools anyway? In an apartment. Saying you got a mining job, he becomes all excited. Oh, really? I regret not picking that one then. I thought he wouldn't believe me. Not get excited. Nothing new here. Yeah, okay, fine. There's nothing else, I suppose. I already read this. Okay. Back in the book, I suppose. Use the pickaxe. Okay, here goes. Ice block. The ice is broken into tiny pieces, etc., etc. Quick, the guy is cooking! Or baking, or whatever. But it's not allowing me to use ice. Why? I have ice. No? But where is it? I didn't get it? You say it and Etienne worries he won't believe him, but then the old man goes all mining. Why didn't you say so sooner? You need to get all the ice. Ah. Okay. Wait, where was that again? No, that's the library. Ice, that might come in handy. What for? To cool something down later, you'll find out. Fine. Raise the pickaxe over your shoulder. Raise the pickaxe over your head. Swing the pickaxe behind your back. I don't know. Over your head? Only as much strength as needed, that's your motto. With a measured swing, you raise the pick over your head and drop it onto the ice block. A thin crack appears along the edge, and a large chunk of ice falls to the floor with a crash. Not bad. You pick up the chipped off chunk of ice from the floor. The big one is the one you need, but the others can hold other items. Ah. Okay, I think I've checked everything. Round table room. You pour ice on the capsule, the ice sizzles, then quickly starts melting. The temperature slowly starts to fall, and as soon as it reaches a normal range, you open the capsule. Man's eyes are still closed, at least you saved him from suffocating in that heat. Should we leave him like this? Yeah, let him get a little fresh air. Take the flask. Okay. You remove the flask of glowing liquid and put it in your pocket, making sure the lid is on tight first. Thanks, you nod at the still unconscious man. She's dead. The flask that usually holds the faith is empty. Use the syringe. I want to help them before taking their faith. Doesn't feel right otherwise. Syringe. They said. Where would I find one? The infirmary. Okay. It's not receiving the required amount of energy, no access. We need to reduce the ship's energy consumption. Let's go figure out how we can do that. Ah. Study the figures. These are the energy usage statistics. Looks like the navigator requires almost 70% of the total energy. Him needing so much is forcing them to fly slower than they had originally planned. Guess he's just that important. What compartment shall I activate for you? I don't know. The restroom? Access card C. Another fire extinguisher. This part was kinda annoying, tricky for me. I wonder if you'll have better luck. I'm still not sure what is expected of me here, so... Okay, so it's only the infirmary then that needs more power. Armory. Ship's cannon. Insert a flask of faith. Examine it. The panel is inside a decorative metal frame with a floral motif. How does it turn on? Maybe it runs on faith too. You look under the panel and see a familiar empty compartment designed to fit a flask of faith. Damn it, fine. Touch it. Your fingers slowly reaches toward the velvety looking black surface of the control panel screen. Are you sure that's a good idea? The tip of your finger slides across the screen for the first second. It seems like nothing is happening, but in the next second, a substantial static shock runs through your finger. Ow! As soon as you pull your finger away, a message appears on the screen. Insufficient faith. Of course. Well, before I do that, let me check other things. Another cell. What's that? Part of a note. It underlines the fact that there was a sharp increase of suicides on Earth after our crew took Excalibur off the planet. Imagine having everything run on faith in real life. Human beings have no faith in anything, so everything would quickly go to shit. You push the unlock button. Ah, okay, that was cell B. Well, I have card C. Access granted. What is this cell? It's completely empty. I don't think anyone lived here for a while. Trash, rags, rope. And that's it? Nothing else? Okay. I was done, wasn't it? What wasn't I? Or maybe not, actually. Ah, a prayer. And the voices of their disciples will resound along the Black River from shore to shore, from source to mouth. Let's write that down. I'll call it the voice prayer. The way forward is blocked by buzzing beams of energy. Touch the beams. Acolyte Etienne, this barrier will disintegrate you entirely in a thousandth of a second. I advise you not to touch it. You jerk your hand away and take a step back too, just in case. Why are there beams in the middle of the room that can disintegrate me in less than a second? For safety purposes. Access to this part of the deck is restricted while the cannon is active. I get that, but why? For safety purposes. Alright. I don't know, let's use the Flask of Faith, maybe. With a hiss, the Flask of Faith settles deep into the cannon. The panel starts flashing almost immediately. Blue and green symbols form patterns and then fly apart, forming several rectangular buttons. Okay, what now? Try touching the words. That seems to be how they do it in the book. Touch the message and say a prayer. Three greenish-blue rectangles are lit up on the weapon control panel. Set target. Status check. As you choose the second option, the screen goes black for a moment and a chart appears on it. This cannon uses more than 20% of all the ship's energy. That's why we're going to have to turn it off. What's that number mean? The weapon's firepower. If it's to be believed, this weapon can destroy planets. A shiver runs through your body. We should turn it off quickly. We need energy. As you choose the third option, you see a huge message that covers the whole screen. Prayer required. Okay, go ahead. Which one should I say? It's hard to tell. I'll look for something about the weapon or energy. Shoot the giant gun? Lol. Oh god. Prayers must be sung. However, we are currently in our 453 days mourning period for Acolyte Rymar. The mourning period includes a ban on singing. I see. And the voices of their disciples will resound along the Black River from bank to bank, from source to mouth. Incorrect! A charge of blue energy rushes towards you. You try to dodge, but it still hits your body. You seize up in pain. Son of a... This is too strong a charge for a simple punishment. Spirit prayer. Incorrect. Okay, at least I'm not losing health, it seems like. It's mostly rhetorical. Turn it off quickly and don't think about what damage it could do. Didn't think. Okay. Ah! Well, I have another fire extinguisher, don't I? There's damage here too. I guess the engine must have really flared up. You should hurry. If the fire spreads to the library, all the scriptures could be ruined. Compartment. The hatch won't open. The hatches are open! To hear the words of the past, recite the voice prayer. To lower the righteous sword, recite the sacrifice prayer. To alter the electric river's current, recite the spirit prayer. If my hand unworthy prevents me from serving you, I will cut it off like a withered root. Let's write that down. I'll call it a sacrifice prayer. I surely won't get them mixed up with such strange names. Multi-tool. Find something on the multi-tool that kind of looks like a screwdriver and use it as a lever to move the piece of metal. No worries, Roderick. Time is an illusion. What did he say? What, is that truly everything I can do? No. Can't imagine that being the case. You wish to descend to the lower level? No. Can't go to the other side yet? Incorrect. No, correct. Sacrifice prayer. You hear a hiss and the control panel goes dark. The cannon has been deactivated. See, it wasn't that hard. Access card D. Container on the shelf attracts your attention. Is it just me or does it seem like there's something valuable in there? Should I check the text? It'll only take me 10 minutes. I'll do it myself. Use the multi-tool. I need a lockpick or something. Let me see. You accidentally hit something that causes a red laser beam to shoot out of it. Whoa! Blinking, you see that the lock on the container has melted open. How did you do that? What the heck did I push? Try examining the multi-tool from all sides, but you can't find anything that looks like a laser. Fine. Empty bottle and burnt papers. Yay! The other side. To activate the playback device, insert Faith into the compartment of the panel, brother. Why is it always Faith? You really should understand by now that all the equipment here runs on it. Looks like someone already took the audio reel. It's jammed. I can't open it. I have two, don't I? And I have access to a new compartment. Well, I need the syringe, don't I, to get another flask of faith? Or can I take out the flask of faith from this device? I mean, it's not needed anymore, is it? I don't know, I guess it's stuck inside of it now. Damn. Every time they say brother, I think of Hulk Hogan. I'm not sure why. Access granted. Come on. An elegant chest stands in the middle of the room. It looks as though the whole cell has been built around it. A red light starts going on the device, another one exactly identical lights up on the chest. You bring the multi-tool close to the chest and it opens on its own. How convenient. What's inside? Medkit, ring, and coins. Restores 5. Hold on a minute. I can't move them anymore after I've moved them already once. I think we can unlock all the rooms now. The infirmary. Can you tell there's gonna be a big fight at some point? Probably. Near the wall is a locked container labeled medicine. Use the multi-tool. You'll find the long probe on the multi-tool that you might be able to use as a lockpick. As soon as you insert it into the lock, something clicks and the lock opens on its own. It picked the lock itself. You look at the device proudly. Another medikit. Equipment. Medical chair stained with something red. Welcome to the soldier side. You're standing in front of a huge shelving unit. The control panel next to it is illuminated. First thing you notice is 3 blue numbers in the middle of the screen. Touch the first number, the second or the third. Beep. The inside is made up of a neat square compartments with different types of bottles in each one. You pick up the closest one and read the old-fashioned paper tag, Dandelion Leaf, folk medicine in the space age. It's empty. You put the flask back on the shelf. How about we check the other compartments? Gilded box with an ornate inscription, relics of the great martyr Rymar. Melted audio reel is lying next to it. Open the box. Don't think it's a good idea to touch sacred relics on a ship where there's a crazy head that shoots lasers. You reluctantly put your hand away. Take the melted reel. In its current state, you won't be able to listen to it. There's something written here, but it's hard to read. Sacred truth? Isn't that what the navigator was talking about to get to the top floor? We need to restore this and listen. Yeah. I surmised as much. Dozens of mean-looking metal syringes stare up at you from under their glass caps. They are each filled with a greenish liquid. The label on the inner wall reads stabilizer. I don't know how to inject people. You're lucky I'm a doctor. But actually, I guess you're not that lucky since I don't have hands here. Oh, you remembered something new about yourself? Yeah, Anyway, I'd feel more confident if it was some kind of spray or gel. Looks like you'll have to learn a new skill today. Fantastic. Carefully lift off one of the caps and take your syringe. It cools your skin and fits comfortably in your hand. Let's go back to the old man in the capsule. Yeah. We're done in this room, I think. Now. I want to go back to fix that reel. I want to go down. There are like 3 reels you can find and listen to. I think I have 3. Only one is important to continue. I think I have 3 now. Okay, I fixed this one. Oh, I have almost enough for one more. I need another empty bottle, though. The other 2 are for story and achievements. Well, that's okay. I mean, I am interested in the story. Oh, okay. The old man. Was this one, wasn't it? No. This one? Use the syringe. You have the syringe, and you're all ready to save the old man. Inject him quickly! I've never done this before. I don't think the needle can pierce the capsule's glass. There's a catheter there to the left under the panel. Just stick the needle in there and push out the medicine. A shiver of relief runs through your body as the medicine disappears into the capsule. The old man's condition starts improving before your very eyes. Wait. You cross your arms over your chest and wait. The old man's convulsions gradually stop. His breathing evens out and his fingers stop tearing at his clothes. Hey, we saved his life. Yep, now I can take the flask and move on. Alright. We did well. I didn't want to just take the flask and leave. I think that's all the flasks I could get from this room anyway. My thing with this book is like, what's the end goal? And is it a tragic tale or a happy end? I'm thinking it's probably gonna be tragic. The thing to play the reels is at the back. Where was it again? The armory? I think it was in the armory, right? At the back, yeah. You go through this. You pop at the other side. And now I can play the different reels. Insert the flask of faith. It gently slides in the machine. You must say a prayer. Speak your request to the worthy, brother. Voice prayer? The worthy has heard your prayer, brother. You may activate the device. Thank you, O worthy. Take the flask and run feels bad. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. Poor guy, we owe him so much. Felt ungrateful. Looks like we can use this machine to listen to audio reels recorded by members of the crew. There might be useful information on them. What wonderful technology. It's just an ordinary audio player. Wasn't there anything like it in your book? No, although considering where we are now, nothing should surprise me. You're looking at the audio playback device. The control panel is to the left and the reel slot is to the right. I don't know, the restored one? You hear an old man's weak voice coming from the crackling speaker. Oh, worthy, I pray to you. It is not your strength I desire. Alright, you write the words on a piece of paper held against your knee, but the responsibility that falls on one who is bold enough to raise a blade above himself. The voice cuts out. Then you hear the sound of the elevator opening and the navigator's voice from far off. Is this the secret truth the navigator was talking about? You have to speak that prayer at the elevator to be allowed on the top floor then, I guess. If it is, then we won't have to work here for 5 years. Alright, let's go to the elevator. I think we'll be allowed up to the sword now, too. Okay. So I know who Roderick is, but I can't wait to see what you think once you learn it. Okay. We'll see. You hear an old woman's voice coming from the crackling speaker. I remember reading an article criticizing our mission even before we set off. I want to record the author's thoughts before I forget. He wrote about how the sword, which he blasphemously called a hunk of metal stuck in the stone, led to the idea of dividing us into the worthy and unworthy. Gradually, people who understood that their chances of being found unworthy were extremely high found ways to avoid the rest. The test, coming up with crazier and crazier excuses to keep from being stigmatized as unworthy. This hunk of metal, which allegedly got stuck because of shifting stone slabs, caused a general acceleration and development of interplanetary travel, which eventually led to our departure. However, sometimes even I begin to wonder. The recording cuts out. Warning, the material you are about to listen, audio chronicle, listen to old tape recordings. Okay. Still a ways off though, so no spoilers from me. I sure hope so. You hear a middle-aged man's voice coming from the crackling speaker. In my attempts to analyze the influence of faith on our technology, In light of recent events, I came upon an interesting detail. After all, behind all technology stands the lens machine, which has a proven 2% error rate. That means there's a 2% chance that the base algorithm that every machine, every computer is built on is capable of making a mistake or failing. The uncertainty and unpredictability that this fact imposes on seemingly faithful and reliable machines creates space for superstition. What if I pray and the mistake doesn't happen? What if I perform a ritual, cross my fingers, and the mistake doesn't happen? The recording ends. Okay. I'm guessing on this floor there shouldn't be anything left for me to do. I've been through every room. I believe I collected every bit of loot. I believe I have grasped the sacred truth. I'm listening, Acolyte. You clear your throat, glancing surreptitiously at the paper in your hand. Oh, worthy, it is not your strength I desire, but the responsibility that falls on one who is bold enough to raise a blade upon themselves. That is indeed the sacred truth. It must be understood by those who decide to touch the sword and be declared worthy. I am amazed that you were able to grasp it in such a short time. Well, I am prepared to uplift you. Are you sure you're ready? Nothing left undone here? I think so. I'm ready. Let's go to the sword. Yeah, I think so. It shall be done. I can't craft anything else. I don't have another empty bottle, so the extra ink I have, I can't do anything with it. Server room. The door is locked. The sign on it says... What? Supreme Navigator. It's the Wizard of Oz. The man behind the curtain. Acolyte Etienne. What now? You said we could touch the sword. That is true, but you have been given a more important task right now. Go to the navigator's cabin. First, can I just... You notice a panel sliding back on the wall to reveal a weapon hidden behind it. Looks familiar. You automatically touch the back of your head. I'm going. There's more ink than you actually need, I believe. Boom, 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 boom. Navigator? Thing's huge. Why did you summon me? Well, besides to kill me, obviously. I need you to change the ship's course. Change it? Can't you do that yourself? I do not have the authority. Only the crew members can confirm the decision to go back. Go back? But what about the search for the worthy? Most of the crew has lost faith in our goal. Is that why you killed them? I simply made several harsh decisions based on purely economical reasons to reserve food and oxygen for the more useful crew members. Listen, the only thing I'm interested in is the sword. I permit you to touch it if you confirm our course change. I guess it doesn't affect me, does it? It can change course as long as I get to touch the sword. Fine, what do I need to do? First, confirm your bloodline by stating your ancestral code. Code. You tap on the cage. None of the characters ever say a code in the text. Hold on. I forgot my code. If you do not remember your code, state the names of your ancestors and I will confirm code from the database. Doubt I'm in the database. Then how did you get on the ship? If you are on the ship, you are part of the crew. You are an acolyte. There can be no outsiders here. If you are part of the crew, the computer starts to give off a wisp of smoke. You must have a lineage or else you would not have been accepted onto the crew. Keep talking. If you keep talking, it's just gonna overheat and stop working of its own accord, I suppose, no? If it's starting to emit smoke, it's gonna try to overcompute things that don't compute. Divide by zero until it just melts down. And can't there be an exception to your rules? There are no exceptions. The conclusion is simple. You are a member of the crew who refuses to confirm their lineage. That means you are in opposition to our mission, which therefore means you must be eliminated. But I'd say that's not far from the truth. You roll up your sleeves. Ah, no, okay, I could not avoid it. Uh-oh. Okay. Stunned. Summon. Stun. Summon. Drain. Slash. You can't avoid a big fight? Okay. Plagiarism. Drain 500 ink from enemies. Where is my... okay, there we go. Well, there I only took 1 damage. Sinner, the worthy will punish your soul. Navigator's core flares up from within. Sinner! Sinner? Sinner? Sin. The navigator's voice cuts out in the middle of the word. Suddenly a siren starts sounding. Get to the sword now! We awakened the whole crew and they'll be here soon. Reserve power activated. Total system reboot in 3 minutes. Hurry, Etienne! Warning, Sinner on the upper deck. He's already back up. No time to waste thinking about that. Head for the sword. Oh. I am the worthy. And I'll get that sword. I'm guessing I can't. Bang, bang, bang. They will break through any minute. The sword draws your full attention. The magic stick hilt gleams in the light and the sharp blade disappears into the thick stone. Try and use my hands to pull it out first. Right, maybe out of all the people in the world, you're actually the worthy. You lower your head, take a deep breath, and walk up to the stone. That was sarcasm! Find another way to get the sword out, quickly! Your hands feel like they're filled with strength, and lightning seems to flash inside of you. You're wasting time! I am worthy. What are you mumbling over there? Can't we use a laser or something to cut it out of the stone? I am worthy! Your legs lead you forward of their own accord. Your hand grabs the sword's hilt, and it fits perfectly. It's your sword. All you have to do is pull it out, and... damn it, your muscles burn, but the sword doesn't move an inch. Can you please find the laser? Try jiggling the sword. Yell at the sword. Something rises up in your soul. Despair? Yet it seems... yes, it seems to be despair. Come on, you hell fiend! Get out of there! Come on! Ah! Anger and yelling are a perfect combination, but Excalibur doesn't care. He remains cold, mocking, and motionless. Bang! They're getting desperate. They'll blow up the whole ship. A high-pitched squeal from behind the door drowns out the siren's wail. They remembered that they have an automatic chainsaw, diamond-coated, from page 142. Now we really don't have time, damn it all. Use the rag. Use the pickaxe to break the stone, I guess. Pickaxe glints in your hands. You wind up and strike at the edge of the stone. A big ragged chunk falls to the floor with a crash. That's kind of unfair, but pretty efficient. I need to get that sword at any cost. The shouting behind the door gets louder. Pickaxe striking sounds. The sword lurches forward. You throw your pickaxe aside and manage to catch it at the last second. There are still bits of stone on the blade, but all in all, Excalibur is free. It would have been so funny if he was indeed worthy. I would have loved that, actually. You're fast. Seems like the stone got pretty worn out over the course of the journey. You try to raise Excalibur triumphantly, but it's too heavy. Besides, the saw's sharp teeth are tearing apart the thick steel door right before your very eyes. Time to get out of here? time, you grasp the sword with all your strength to get out of here. Okay, well, I guess we're done with this chapter. And if we got the sword, the client has no reason to, complain. No, I should think. I mean, it's done. Did you get the item? Yeah, I got your item. I need to get some sleep now, I'm exhausted. Phone's not gonna ring? I mean, you should... Ah, okay. I mean, you should be happy, no? Hello? Etienne, you called. Did something happen? I called you? Yeah, I was away for the weekend, but when I came back, there were 15 missed calls on my machine. I figured something must have happened to you. Damn, looking around at the empty beer bottles. Hey, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. I apologize for bothering you. Don't worry about it. Well then. Goodbye, I guess? Yes, goodbye. That was kind of sad. She was worried about you, and... That must be the client. The order has been accepted, you may go. There was no envelope. What envelope? You know, the one with money inside that you usually give me after. Last time you ruined an order that cost me 600,000 pounds sterling. How much? And you think I'm going to pay you for that? Think of it as compensation for my losses. Hold on, you paid me 1,000 per order. That still leaves you with so much money. That's all I have to say. No money, huh? Okay. Let's get him to sleep then. The rest shall wait until tomorrow. The usual time tomorrow. I may have time for 2 chapters, I guess. And if this was the 4th one, then we may finish the game tomorrow? I don't know. I mean, there's no rush. If it takes 2 more streams, let's make it in 2 more streams, I guess. There's no rush. You're very welcome, Monica. Thank you again for your recommendation of this game. It's been a lot of fun. You get a good night's rest too, while you can. And I'll be back tomorrow anyway. Take care of yourself, Monica. See you. Mwah, mwah. Take care. Bye-bye.